want. You know what you want, you know what you need, and you know what you can really handle. So my suggestion to you would be, you know, if it's just about the sex, all right, my thing would be go with the sex. But if you got feelings, no, I know. No, I get that. But what I mean by the sex part, I'm saying if you can do just the sex, then go for it. But the other part, I retract from that because I know that you do have feelings. The thing is that if you want more and she's not available for that, my thing would be just to pull away. You need to detox, real talk, because just like someone said on Periscope, they said sex can be worse than a drug, you know, or better than a drug. It can be, you know, and there are some people that are actually going into rehab for sexual addiction. And I'm not saying that's where you are. But the thing is that when it's all said and done, if you took out the sex and it's all about the feeling with this woman, you know, I think you really need to make sure that you don't be left in a position where you're going to put someone through what she's putting you through right now. So you have to pull away from her. If she calls you, right, but you did say, you admitted that you play games with her a little bit. So if you, okay, and I get it. So the thing is that you have to take yourself and either you're going to go all in or go all out. You shouldn't be straddling the fence with this situation. If you're going to go all in, I know some people go all in for something they know is not going to come to fruition where they want, but they put their all in it. Or take your ass out and don't deal with it. Don't play the flippy floppy because you're also bringing in that karma that keeps going with the limbo. So every time you play this limbo game with her, she's playing it back at you. That's that internal karma. So you have to stop that. So either 100% in or 100% out. That's it. Bottom line. So, but I know. So, but I thank you so much for calling in. You know, call in anytime you want. You can confess anything. If you have anything that you want to talk about, you call in. That's what I'm here for. All right.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you. And just so you know, there's a lot of people that's turned on by your voice. All right. Talk to you later. Good night. No problem. Good night. Uh-huh. And I'm back. All right. So I knew there was going to be more to the story. I knew we just had to get to the meat of it. And we got it. It all boils down to sex. All right. Now we're going to go ahead and real quick, we're going to do the letter because we ran into some time, which is no problem because I don't have no time limit or time restraints because this is mine. Who is this fine woman? Who? What? So we're going to do this letter. Now, I did put a poll out to ask everybody what they think the outcome of it was going to be. And it's about this guy. He actually has I'm going to read the letter. It's kind of long, but let me delve into the letter. Let me do that. All right, let's play. You ready? You ready? You ready? Sorry, I can't play the music out loud, y'all, because you know. All right, so, Dear Mature Confessions, my name is Todd, and I'm a very successful man and easy on the eyes. Currently, I'm in a long-term relationship with a very beautiful model. Tall, blonde, green eyes, and long, beautiful legs. Actually, she's around 2 inches taller than my 6'3" frame. And we stand out no matter where we go. Recently, I have been going away a lot, and that has been taking a toll on me. You see, I love sex on the regular, and not being able to partake in some coitus behavior with my beautiful lady was driving me insane. So one evening, after a long day of meetings, I decided to hang out at this diverse club. You know, the kind of come as you are type of place. You know, that I must say is actually the type of place where you come to have some fun, and that's exactly what I wanted. So I was looking for some companionship with another model type lady, and I came across one whose name was Cassie. And to be honest, she was better looking than my lady, but oh well, I'm in a long-term relationship. So now I'm not going to spare you, I'm going to spare you all of the pleasantries and get down to the cream of this letter, pardon the pun. Cassie and I entered this dimly lit room, and we were all over each other. Quickly, she unzipped my pants, which was a little difficult because I was hard as a rock. Anyway, she got the zipper down, and she's jerking me like a pro. But I didn't want to go off right there, so I told her to let her lips get acquainted with my member. And she stopped me and said, well, you know, would you mind letting my female friend give me a blowjob, she says. So she's going to kiss on me while her friend is going to perform fellatio. So, you know, hey, I'm a man, so I was game. She told me to close my eyes and just let the fun begin. And within moments, I felt a warm mouth and tongue all over my manhood. And let me tell you, this second chick knew what she was doing. I started to grab her head, but Cassie grabbed them and pinned them up against the wall and told me, hold on, just relax and let nature take its course. In which I did, all over that second woman's mouth. After she was done, Cassie told me after I freshened up to meet her outside the club so she can introduce me to her friend. So a few moments later, I'm outside and Cassie walks up. Immediately I asked where her friend was. And she says she's standing right behind you. I get a tug on my suit jacket and I turned around and standing there was a midget woman. Can you believe it? A goddamn midget. I was floored. A midget's mouth was on me. Ooh, let me tell you, needless to say, I found myself having a fetish for women on the midget end. So, I just want to thank you for letting me confess. Sign, good things come in small packages. That is not an uncommon fetish. You're absolutely right. I've heard of that fetish, and I've talked about fetishes before like that. And I'm trying to remember what the name of that fetish is. But the thing is that dwarf needs some love too. Yeah, they do. I know. And some people call it, you know, whatever. So the fact. See, when I was reading it, I'm not going to hold you. Initially, I thought it probably was a transgender male or guy or something. And then I was like, wait a minute. So he kept harping on tall model type people. And so the whole midget thing, I'm sure that's something he never thought about before. And now he got this midget doing things to him. Now, you thought it was a transgender person? So on my poll, now I did do a poll. And so let me go to the poll real quick. And I'm going to break it down to you. I'm going to break it down now. I'm going to break it down. I'm going to break it down now. Okay, I got a little excited. Linnea's like, shit, they human too. The dwarf, her being a dwarf or a midget or whatever proper term. I'm sorry if I'm not saying a proper term. Whatever that was, that you know, he didn't have a connect. He didn't like that. I can tell from the thing. But the wonderful part about it is that now he has a fetish for it. Because let's be honest. Think about this. You have on if you're a lesbian woman, or you could be a straight woman, and you are wearing a skirt, one of them long skirts that hang to the floor, and you at a party, and somebody that you're dating is a dwarf or a midget, and they can go up under your skirt and take care of business. That's kind of fun. I guess I personally am not into that. I'm good. I don't need to do all that. But there's some things you can do. Now, I'm not into midget tossing, because that kind of thing, they do that too. That whole midget dwarf tossing thing, which, they got that going on crazy. It's a walk-in blowjob. See, there you go. Miss Smashy said it's considered a walk-in blowjob. And think about it. That's kind of pretty interesting, right? You ain't got to lay down. They can do it right there where you're standing, and you can be standing like this. Boom. And have, and you can try to keep a straight face. Yeah. How you doing? Yep. Can't you imagine? It'd be hard. June 14th, you are perfect height. I don't need you to be a midget. Nassim said, walking blowjob sounds great. Can you imagine? So, real quick, I'm going to go over the poll. My computer's acting kind of slimy on me right now, y'all. I'm a little upset about this. I'm like, come on now, discussion. There you go. Come on. These are my discussions. All right. So I asked people to take a poll, and I asked them what did they think the outcome was when it came to who he saw after they got the freak on. And so 7 people said, so these are my answers to choose from. When he looked and saw who it was, I said, was it Cassie's friend who was actually a gay guy? Was it Cassie's friend who was actually a transgender woman? Was it her friend who was actually a midget woman? Was it actually his long-term girlfriend, or none of the above? So 7 people said it was a gay guy. 2 people said it was a transgender woman. 1 person said a midget woman. And then 1 person said it was actually his long-term girlfriend. And we had 1 person who said none of the above. So there's only 1 person that was right. Okay. So the Raw the builder thought it was the girlfriend. So, so that it was pretty interesting. Like I said, when I was reading, I was like, oh, this is probably a dude, because she ain't let him touch the head. You know what I'm saying? And hey, if he trying to do something, ain't got no business, that's what can happen. Real talk. So, aside from that, pretty interesting stuff, y'all. This is what I get. If y'all want to send me a letter anonymously, you can email Mature Confessions, which is actually, when I said matureconfessions@gmail.com. Once again, matureconfessions@gmail.com. Or if you ever want to call in, you can call in at 484-800-1739. That's 484-800-1-SEX. SEX. Yes, I picked those call letters. And I'm here every Thursday from 9 to 10. However, I can also go over too, because it's not that deep. We have fun. Sometimes things go beyond what we expect. You know what I'm saying? And we do have fun, especially when I'm doing these live broadcasts as well. Not just with Spreaker, but also on Facebook Live, also on Periscope. Like Ricky last week. Yeah, Ricky called in. Let me tell you, he had the ladies like clutching their pearls, because his voice was pretty awesome. Yes. Look, Miss Smash, she's like, God damn, Ricky. So, so aside from all that, this is the place that you can just have some fun. You can listen You can join in. Either way, let's do that. Let's have some